I've all been waiting for.
Been waiting for it.
Hi, Quinn.
I feel like we've done good since we walked in. You know, like
I don't think you actually because I didn't cheat. Because I didn't.
No. And like interacting at the perfect level.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's been good, but not like we're
Not
not
too
gonna
much.
just let it all happen at once, dude.
I guess that's a good place to start because it's hard for me, bro. Because like,
it wasn't even bad.
I feel like the part that was the hardest of it all was like we were actually best friends.
Yeah.
Like genuinely. You know? That was the part because obviously like
I understand.
people's opinions on what
I
happened.
love them talking right over.
I know. They're like,
I'm playing with y'all.
No, it's a J&J segment.
happens,
It's a
you can't
J&J
talk all that,
segment.
but like when people were like they were never friends, I'm like that hurt me because I was like, yeah, dude, y'all, I feel like they don't understand how close we were, and that's where it took me the hardest time. I kind of went back and forth with you too. They don't know this.
Yeah.
I was like mad at you, and then I was like trying to be good with you, and like over the years, you know what I mean, just random.
Producers, can we switch to the desktop camera too? Sorry, keep going, Jay. I don't mean to cut you off, dude.
No, you're good.
But no, yeah. I think like obviously there was a lot of stuff that went back and forth. Well, not like I think there was a lot of the time at the beginning where I was just like, I'm just not gonna associate with any of that or any of that space in my life anymore. You know what I mean? Because it was just such a like I mean it's the same thing you said. The hardest part about it all is the fact that we were
like
best
it was
friends,
real,
dude.
yeah, and,
You
and
know?
like it did hurt. You know
So
what I'm saying?
that was the part that sucked, cause like losing a girlfriend at the age of 20 is whatever, or 19 is whatever. You know,
losing
but losing a best friend, you don't make a lot more of those after that age. You know,
Yeah,
you
dude.
kind of have those. Like it's like who you got at that time, and it's pretty tough to make new, cause you have to almost have those shared young memories to be like that's
have
that
that-
person that's been
yeah,
the
to have
best
that
friend in my
bond.
life or whatever. So I think that's just what was like, I don't know.
I know that
It was tough. It was tough because the hardest part to me was like, I don't know how I could mentally ever go back to 100%. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, bro.
You know what I mean?
That
So
was
I think that was the
also-
tough part.
That is also the problem with. Oh, I see you, Jason. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's so kind.
That was the problem with everyone online too that kept fueling the fire. Was like it wouldn't have been right to even make things right before or even like drag it on more than it ever was. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it was a tough position to be in for you. And I remember when it all went down. It's also first off shout out like I think people don't know, it's like me and Nessa are cool. Like it's been a long time. We've talked and I have nothing bad to say about her, like at all. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's what any of this is about, by the way.
No, but like when it went down, I think that it was like so unknown from everybody how serious it was to us, and it felt like a big joke for, or like a big game for everybody.
Yeah,
it just was like this was real life. You know what I mean? Those are people I really loved. You know what I mean? And I had real emotions for, and that's the only side of everything. Because I know it was really hard for everyone, and I made tough, wrong decisions in those times. But it was real to me, and I don't like regret that at all.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, I understand that. I think like you said, like it always makes it a little bit difficult when you also have 10 millions of people.
Yeah, dude.
You know, commenting on everything or posting on everything because it gets you in a different way, or like you see edits or you see clips or you see like people take sentences out of context and post them, and you don't like. That's the stuff that's tough because then like you don't want to believe any of that stuff. Obviously, like whenever I scroll, I feel like I always have the rule that's like you can't like listen to comments. You can't, you know what I mean? But sometimes that noise is so loud, and the tough part is like I feel like always negative is always louder. You know what I mean? And the sad reality, it's like that's always like kind of like sticks with you a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think it was also like. I think it was also like the thing that probably gave me the ability now to have like the toughest skin. Mm-hmm. Like nothing that goes on, bruh. I've been through. What gets worse than that?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like there's nothing else that's gonna be online now. That's
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
That's
I
like
was telling you this earlier. Like it's definitely made me a better friend. You know what I mean? That was a lesson I had to learn in that moment, and it really sucks. And it's just like people ask me all the time. You know, do you feel bad? And I'm like, of course I feel bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was a really hard thing. However, you brought this up earlier. I think people think life sometimes is like coincidental. I don't think anything's coincidental. And we're both the type of people to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And like to see you where you're at makes me really happy, honestly. Like that was the toughest part too, is I still cared about you over the years, and like having to know that I didn't have that right anymore. You know what I mean? Like I ruined that right was like really tough.
Yeah.
But I get it, and that's why this whole thing, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous to
Yeah.
like pull up to this thing, just cause like, man, I didn't want to make you feel bad. I didn't want to make anyone feel bad. Like, I wanted to be a part of it. I just like grown a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone has, and I just didn't want it to ever be a hostile, bad situation at all. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, you know, like time heals all wounds. People say that, and to a degree, it does. You know, like
It can a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we said this on the phone the other day. It was like, you were telling me like about like the music you were producing and the stuff you were doing on your own now and the EP that you did in the bedroom and everything. And it's like, the first thing I said wasn't like, it's like, congratulations, dude, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, like,
because that's how it feels now. You know?
It's more of a, you're only like hurting yourself if you keep that like grudge going on. You know, that's just like a burden to carry.
That's your maturity. You know what I mean? Like, that's your maturity over the years. Like, not everyone feels that way or has to feel that way. Like, it's completely your choice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
Like,
that's true.
Because that's why. Okay, because there was a while like whenever it first happened and everybody was talking
by the way.
about it.
I'm not saying like this was like, oh, in a week I was like, haha, no, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
over the years, it's been
years. 4 years or whatever,
it's been a
right?
long
Like
time.
it took a while. But
I just remember being so upset in the beginning because I was like, everyone's talking about this, and then I had this moment where I was like, wait, like, why shouldn't they? You know what I mean? Like they have that right. You know what I mean?
Well, we put ourselves out there.
Yeah, it's our choice to do this.
Yeah, it's our choice to be on social media. That's the one thing I feel like I'd never. It's hard not to, because sometimes, you know, you want the best of both worlds where you can do it all and then only have, but that's like, it's not a reality. You know what I'm saying? So you can never like be like, ah, dang. Why are people talking shit? It's like,
yeah, you gotta know. You
we
just
talk
gotta deal
shit.
with it.
We talk shit all the time. That's
All
what
the
Sway
time.
was. That was 50% of Sway.
Literally.
So
all of us.
yeah, I just feel like it's like we both said this on the phone as well. We talked on the phone for like what 15 minutes probably before this stream just to like get a little bit of line. But I think like the number one thing that like we both had said was like, we're both so content with where we are in life right now. You know what I mean? I think that's what's important. Like, I'm so happy with everything I got going on, from like a work perspective, but most importantly, like from a personal perspective. Like, I have a girl in my life that I want to like be with forever and make my wife. You know,
So
like
fun.
I love this girl. And I've never loved someone like that before. So it's like, if everything didn't happen how it happened, who knows if I ever would have found this love. You know what I mean? So it's like, everything happens for a reason. It's shit that happens sometimes isn't fun.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason, and
I think it's
light
like
at the end
you're
of the
so
tunnel.
right. I think everything can happen for a reason if you allow it to, and I think we both allowed it to. We like took the time. Like, I know for a fact, personally, even just this last year with me and Q, like I don't know if you feel this way. You're 23 now, which is crazy.
I know, dude.
This last year, I feel like my prefrontal cortex is like, I can feel it growing, you know, and like just my perspective of life has changed a lot. Like, obviously, I can't physically.
Oh,
feel
yeah,
it, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
right,
But
right.
I can feel myself seeing life differently and just having different morals, different values, and like, so I think, to reiterate, this was just the perfect time, and like obviously it's an odd thing to do it on stream, but I think sometimes that's the push we needed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If we're being frank,
100%, 100%.
you know, because now it's cool. There's like no expectation, and it's just casual. So when we do see each other at parties, like we're also both so good at being like, you know,
Just-
we literally walk past each other at the party like.
There's no communication.
I didn't even
just
see- I didn't
chatting.
even
I didn't
see.
even see, dude.
But yeah, bro. I mean, everybody. I know they want to hear this so bad, and I will say, I don't know if I want to talk. Well, we're here whenever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got a whole.
But so everybody knows, like, everyone asks me, are you sorry? Of course, I feel sorry. Not just I'm sorry, like, I feel sorry for the whole situation because it was hard. And I want you to know that, like, I am sorry, and I really appreciate, just like you said, the years over this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you didn't even have to do this. I didn't have to be a part of this. And it's more so, like, even if the cameras weren't here, like I said, we needed that push. But just to be around all the boys does feel cool. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to ruin. I know, like, things got ruined in the moment, but we still did have something really cool before that.
Yeah, dude.
And so I
It's
appreciate
like a. I don't want to say closure because that might not be the right word to use. You know what I mean? But like, it is a little bit of that. Like, it's like everything ended so abruptly.
It's a step. You know what I
You
mean?
know,
Like,
yeah. Everything just ended so abruptly that it was like there was no opportunity to talk anything out. And I think, like I said, like, I mean, I was the one that shut off all communication. Like, I was the one that was just like, not doing
Yeah.
anything. I'm not gonna even allow it. I'm not even gonna allow someone to say sorry to me. Like, I'm just gonna disappear into my work and disappear into like my personal stuff and do that, which was like good and bad. I mean, it
You
was a
needed
lot
to
of
do it, bro.
growth, like a lot of me figuring out who I am and like how my brain works and like how I have to keep voices silent in my head and whatnot. But like
Which is crazy, bro. Especially out here.
That's what you need, I think, to do to mature and grow up and everything. But I appreciate everything you said, Jay. I
really do mean it. I know it fucking
I know.
sucks. Like, sorry.
No, I believe
like,
you. I believe you.
I want you, I feel like I've wanted to have this conversation even before this, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful to have this, but it's like, even down to like people like, I just know that we're very similar, even the way, like your relationship with Anthony and my relationship with Q. And like, I always, even though you're younger than me, I always just like looked up to you in life, and I feel like we made such a good, like you impacted my life in such a positive way, dude. Seriously.
Oh,
obviously I made it to what it, like I made the decisions, but the best lesson of my life was like how important friendship is. Even over relationships, bro. It's the brotherhood that is gonna be there for you at the end. So I appreciate you, dog.
Me too, dude. Appreciate you, dog.
Come on, give me a hug.
Love that, dude.
Yeah,
they're gonna love that, dude. That's crazy. All right, should we go join the boys now and be back? Everyone's back. We're all good. We're all happy. Let's go shave
You're
Bryce's
fucking welcome.
eyebrows.
You know how hard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are welcome.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
that's a tough combo.
That's a tough combo,
especially on camera. All right, so let's.